if you have maybe heard about essential oils before, or you are just wanting to kickstart your journey, wanting to start using them more, and then maybe you want to start sharing about them, and you want to partner with me or doTERRA to do that, then let me tell you, this episode is for you. On this episode, I will guide you through the three different ways to the three different parts of your journey that are really important when it comes to essential oils. Getting started, using them, and then for some, sharing about them and building an income and a business. And I really, I'm so excited about these three phases. I think they align with the three ways that I talked about last week that I support customers and wellness advocates, that I'm going to be doing a special series this May live to guide you through each of these steps through an essential oils class. So the first will be getting started with oils, and then the second will be how to use oils daily, and then the third would be building a doTERRA business. And so all three classes are going to be free. They're going to be live on Instagram. So please join me there at Made Well Women. But if you're not on Instagram, or even if you are, just sign up for the series in the show notes, madewell345.com/oils kickstart, because I'll be sending reminders there, and you'll also have access to the replays there in my training database, so off social media, just in case you're not on. So even if you're a current customer on my team, this is a perfect opportunity for you to learn more, get refreshed in the basics, but also learn more about the loyalty rewards program, and even the possibility to earn income as you share and bless others with the oils. Okay, so that's it. Enjoy this episode, and I hope to see you in the series. You're listening to the Made Well Women podcast, and I am Brianna Wilkerson, your host. You know, for over half my life, I really had to pay attention to my relationship with food, with my body, and with myself. As a young girl, I just started to find my worth in my weight and my work. And I really started to define my beauty, my body, and my value in all of those things. And that led to a very not healthy way of eating, not healthy way of taking care of myself. But when I started to realize that my worth was not in my weight, and that healthy living did not have to be so depriving, but it could actually be joyful, that's when I found freedom and breakthrough. And it has been my mission ever since to help women do the same. So Made Well Women is about helping other women find peace with food, create healthy habits, and use essential oils confidently. So you're going to find solo episodes, you're going to find guest interviews from time to time, and really you're just going to find a space where I can talk to you from heart to heart, woman to woman, to really support you in creating your version of food freedom, finding healthy habits that support you in your life, and using essential oils to support you along the way. And as I mentioned, I'm an essential oils lover, and I'm an advocate with doTERRA, and I really want to help more and more women and homes use essential oils for your health and for women's health, their family, and their homes. So I'm so glad you're here and so glad to support you. Before you go and listen to the episode, I want you to do a couple things. One, make sure you join the Made Well Women's Health community. This is a space where you can unpack these episodes and get support on your journey, as well as follow me on Instagram, because I share all about behind the scenes of my own life there as well. All right, enjoy the episode, and I can't wait to get to know you more and support you. Friends, welcome back to another episode, and today we are talking more about essential oils. As you all know, I am leaning into essential oils in this season, trying to support as many women and homes and families as I can to use these oils in their daily life, but also to partner with other women who want to do the same. And so, in the last couple episodes, I've talked quite a bit about oils. We talked about essential oils to detox your home. We talked about 3 ways that I can support you as your essential oils mentor and wellness advocate through getting a wholesale account, the loyalty rewards program, and business team member. And, as I was thinking more about hey, what do I want to really do content-wise, event-wise, class-wise before I go on maternity leave at the end of the month, I just thought about, let me explore those 3 ways more with you through an essential oil class, right? So, getting started with essential oils honestly means getting a wholesale account and getting started with the oils that suit you best and products that suit you best, using them daily. If you use them daily, then you're going to need to repurchase. And the best way is the loyalty rewards program. And then if you're in a season of man, these oils are so amazing, I want to share them with women, as many people as I can. And you know what? It would be cool to get the oils paid for. in the process. Or you know what? It would be cool to supplement my income. Or I'm just looking to completely replace my income, have a more flexible job, and make an impact while I make an income. Then that's a business team member. And so what I am going to do this upcoming month live is go through a 3-part series on helping you kickstart your essential oils journey. All right. And I'm going to just briefly cover the 3 different steps of doing that. And then, of course, they correspond with the 3 ways I talked about last week. And then just give you a little bit of an idea of what I'm going to cover in these live classes. So, I'm doing something different this month too, in that, I have, in the last 3 or 4, 5 years, 6 years of business, really, that's why I got into social media. Before I had a Facebook account and, that was it. I had a Facebook account and I used it just to post inspirational things or whenever photos of my life. But I really started to see the power of using social media to get my message across and support women, meet women. And so I started using Facebook for Made Well Women 6 years ago. I started my group about 5 years ago, and it's grown to 1,200 plus women. And, I've been using email and I even had an Instagram. But let me tell you, I just wasn't into Instagram before. And I am now, but I am still into Facebook. But, so I just, realized that different people hang out in different platforms, right? A lot of women hang out on Facebook. A lot of women hang out on Instagram. A lot of women hang out on LinkedIn. A lot of women hang out on Twitter. A lot of women hang out on Pinterest. And I'm just kind of just feeling my way through which ones I enjoy the most and which ones, I can serve the most with, and also where my people are at, right? So I know my people are at Facebook. Maybe you're listening and you're like, Brie, what is Instagram? But don't worry. Even though I'm going to be doing this live series on Instagram, I will post the replays for those who are in my Facebook community, as well as there's a way to get it. If you're not on either, guess what? You can sign up for an email and watch them all replay, right? So trying to serve as many women I can wherever you hang out, but I really want to lean into Instagram more in the season. And I've been sharing reels. If you don't know what that is, it's 30 seconds to 1 minute videos. And I've been sharing tips about essential oils, just personal, authentic things of what I'm leaning into, and just a little bit about my life, my pregnancy journey this last few months. And IG stories, if you know what that is, it's just quick snaps behind the scenes of my everyday life and how I use oils. So Instagram's been really fun for me. I've connected with a lot of women there, and I just wanted to spend kind of the few weeks before I go on maternity leave, just more on that social media channel. So I am going to be doing this live series, which is called Kickstart Your Essential Oils Journey, live on Instagram. And so every Tuesday, the first 3 Tuesdays in May, May 3rd, May 10th, May 17th, 2022, I will be going live and doing an essential oils class. So I've been doing multiple essential oils classes over the last few months, intro classes, business classes, one-on-one consults, continuing education for my customers. And I thought, you know what, instead of doing all that, with limited time as I prepare to go maternity leave, let's just kind of take the time I would do that and do this series. And so it's just in the way we talked about last week, and I'll make sure to link that episode in there, because that gives you the specifics of when you want to get started, what's included, and when you're a loyalty rewards member and you're using the oils, what's the benefits of that, and even how I support you as a business or share on my team. But I just think that this series is going to be really good because it's going to be real. I'm going to really share with you the basics to really kickstart your oils journey. And so some of you may be listening and you've heard of essential oils before, never used them. Some of you use a brand, you don't even, you just use a different brand. And maybe you're looking to really use more natural solutions for multiple things in your life. I think now more than ever, we're all concerned about our health and we're wanting to take care of ourselves, but our home and our family as well. And I actually think doTERRA and the essential oils and products they provide are the perfect partner with you to do that. And I'm kind of the leeway between you and them, really helping support you in using them. I've had countless one-on-ones with people who want to get started, countless consults with customers who want to integrate it into their daily life, and countless amount of, sessions with people who want to, share about it and make income. And again, I'm going to say this all the time, is that I think more women need to be making more income, and it's okay to start your own business, and it may feel scary, but I'm telling you, I never saw myself going into my own business, by the way, even though I studied business, MBA, accounting, all that stuff. I actually love business, but for me, it was finding the right one. But I would say after running both the coaching side of my business and the essential oil side, if you want to get started in creating income and working on your own time, all that sort of stuff, and actually endless reoccurring income. It can be as high as you want it to be, basically on how much work you put in. Then I actually think doTERRA, or a direct selling company, is perfect. It's based on relationships. You don't need to put in a lot of capital, at least with doTERRA. You don't need to put in a lot of capital each month to get started. It's like, my goodness, you could buy your own products, and that's what gives you the ability to earn commission. Like, it's just very cost effective. You don't need a lot of training to get started. When I literally got my kit and I started teaching classes from my experience and a worksheet, right? So you don't need to be like me, who has had 6 years of learning and teaching. You can just get started. So all that to say, I actually think all three phases of your essential oil journey, getting started, using them daily, and then if you want to, everyone should do 1 and 2, but if you want to share about them or incorporate it and create income out of it, it's actually all three of those are way more simple than people think, and it is way less complicated than people think. But I think it does take us understanding some basics around essential oils, some basics on how to use them and which ones to use for what, and then some basics about what is doTERRA and what is the business opportunity and so forth. So really excited. I don't know if I've been this excited about a series in a long time, but really excited to guide you through each of those steps and processes in this live series. And again, if you are on Instagram, please join me live. So the first 2 sessions will be at 8 p.m. Eastern on Tuesdays, and the third will be at 6 p.m. Eastern. And I'm really excited for the third because me and my great friend Angie O'Toole and my oils mentor for the last 6, 7, 8 years, maybe not 8 years, 6 years. And the last 2 months we've been doing a live on Instagram together, and we've had a blast, and we've been able to just share. I mean, she's been using oils a little bit longer than me. She has more kids than me, and she has a chiropractic clinic with her husband. So we just have different ways, and I have my health coaching practice that I've used with my clients. So there's just different ways that we have used them and also shared about the oils, and really different goals that we've had in regards to the income in the business and different ways we've pursued it. And, when she started, she did a lot locally, and so did I in Cayman. Now I do a lot online, right? So there's just different ways. And I think that's the beautiful thing about doTERRA. There's no way to build it or whatever. It's all customizable for you. And that's what I'm about. It's really customizing things for you in your journey. And so the 3 different steps, right, is getting started, right? Getting started, then using them. And then if you want to go to that third one, sharing them and building income with it. And I just want to tell you briefly about those 3 things. So, but I'm not going to give you too much because you have to go and join the class. Or if you're not on live, if you can't go on Instagram live either because you have something going on, you can still watch the replay there. Or if you want it delivered to you via email, or if you're not on Instagram at all or Facebook or any social media, but you still want to watch it, you're going to want to make sure you sign up for the free series at madewell345.com/oils kickstart. So the link will be in here. Just make sure you enter your name and email. You get reminders when we're going live, and then you'll also be able to watch the replays within 24 hours. Okay, so the first part, getting started. I think there are some basic things people need to know when it comes to getting started with oils. First is, let's demystify it, and understand what essential oils are, where they come from, how do how do they actually impact the plant or whatever the natural thing they came from? How can they impact us? How do our bodies receive them? And then how can we use them? I think those are some fundamental questions that we all need to be asking ourselves. Again, what are essential oils? How do they work? Where do they come from? What should I consider around purity? What should I consider around the company and their sourcing? And then how do I go about using them? And how does my body receive them, right? And we're going to cover all of that, the basics. I think the basics of essential oils in this first step, right? Getting started with oils in that first class. Then I'm just going to go through with you some of the top oils. And you know what's so funny? I love how doTERRA's created. They've created a lot of starter kits with these top oils. Is that I literally, when I sit down for a wellness consult with a wholesale customer who's just signed up and wants to like start using this in their daily life, I literally sit there and tell every single one of them, these basic oils, because a lot of them start with the basic oils, I use multiple times a week, if not every day. And these are the ones that I am personally reordering almost every month or every other month or whatever. And I have like almost all of the oils that doTERRA has. I don't have all the products, but I almost have all of them. And why I say that is because like these basic starter top oils can do so many things. They can help you in so many ways. I think some of the starter kits, there's like 150 ways to use all 10 oils. That's 15 ways per oil, right? So I think often we think we need to get every single oil, like get a different oil for this. And I'm like, no, like you can use lavender 10 to 15 ways, right? You can use lemon multiple ways. And I've been doing like different reels on Instagram, going through some of these top oils, just opening people's eyes to like, no, we can use these oils from doTERRA, these high quality oils in multiple ways. All right. And so in that class, I'll lead you through some of that basic essential oil education, and then guide you through some of those top oils like lavender, frankincense, lemon, and so forth, tea tree. And then kind of guide you. If you're on live, then you're going to get this like customized, but kind of guide you in like, all right, what are your health goals right now in this season of life? What are your concerns? What are you looking for a natural solution for? Whether it's something you've just started to experience or whether it's something that you've been experiencing for a long time. And let me tell you which oils and which kits are the best for you to get started with. I'll go through some of the different options of getting started, particularly the benefits of a wholesale account, which, by the way, is amazing. I'm going to talk about that second part later, but trust me in the sense that you're going to get 25% off whenever you get a wholesale account. More than that, you're going to get tons of bonuses, support from me when you sign up underneath my team, because I believe in people understanding oils and using them, all right? And I think that starts with education, and that starts with lots of support. And so there's multiple ways that I do that through one-on-one times, group classes, a Facebook group, access to tons of recipes and resources and so forth, right? Which is like not every wellness advocate does that. Even though a lot of doTERRA people do that, not everyone's going to offer you that support. And so I want to be the person to offer you that support. So the first step is getting started, understanding some basics, understanding which oils suit you best and getting those ones. But then the next step is, and this is crucial, and I really started leaning more into this part in the last few years, is really helping people start to use their oils daily. You know, I'm a health coach and I talk a lot about mindset and habits. And I think often when we're struggling with either using a product that we know is good or exercising like we know we want to or should, it's because it's just not a habit that we do automatically. And we beat ourselves up about it, but literally sometimes there's mindset blocks. We think sometimes things are more complicated or we think we can't do things, but sometimes it's just because we haven't done it enough for it to become a habit. You know, I have to be very intentional. Some things are a habit, but I have to be very intentional about putting oils in my diffuser every morning. Because once I do that, once I start my day with some oils in my diffuser, it's going to make me more aware of the fact that these oils make me feel good. And, I can use them in multiple ways. So, and I have to be very, intentional about where I place my oils. Because if I see them, like for me, often out of sight is out of mind. But when I see them, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. I got to make sure to put my lemon in my water. Oh, I got to make sure to rub frankincense on my skin at night after a bath, right by my lotion, right? So it's like I put them in places where I can use them daily, right? And I put the oils and the doTERRA wellness products in places where I will use them. I'm not going to put some cleaning oils in my daughter's room. I mean, no, I'm never going to see them. They're going to be put away because she shouldn't be accessing those oils anyways. But if I put them where all my cleaning stuff is, or on my kitchen where I store most of my cleaning stuff, or my laundry room, then yeah, I'm going to use them more, right? So I've been really leaning into wanting to help more women on my team after they've gotten started to use the oils, to understand them, to just figure out simple ways, whether that's a drop here and there, whether that's putting it in their diffuser, whether that's making their own little roller because that's how they're going to use them, or whether it's buying doTERRA's pre-done products so they don't have to make them and it makes it easy. So leaning into that. And of course, the more you use oils is the more you're going to need them. And I really want people to start seeing that, like, doTERRA is a wellness company. It's not just an essential oil company. It's a wellness company who uses essential oils to help people heal and be well, right? And they've created a lot of products to make that easier for you. I believe in do it yourself. And I'd spent a lot of time, well, in the past, I created more things, but now I'm in a season of life. I'm like, doTERRA got a cleaning spray. Why am I going to make one? You know? So all that to say, it's like, and you know what I realized is that I was going to Target, going to Amazon, going all these places and buying some of these products and maybe spending a little bit more money. And so I was like, what are the best ways for me to save money and get high quality products that work and that I can trust? And I'm like, does doTERRA first have an option? And most often they do. And so then it's like, okay, what's the most cost effective way for me to buy? Okay, I have a wholesale account, but is there something else? And yes, there is. There's a loyalty rewards program, which I was talking to my husband last night, and we were talking about credit cards. And we were talking about how if you use your credit card well, you won't go in debt, but you'll use it to get points back for either to get other flights or to get cash back or use it for other things. But we were talking about this one credit card that's like a 2% cashback deal, which is pretty standard. Then I was like, Tommy, husband. I didn't say husband, I said Tommy. Do you know, I'm like, I need to start telling people how good doTERRA's loyalty rewards program is, because you can get up to 10 to 30% back. I get 30% back because I've been on it so consistently for the last 6 years. And I'm like, that's actually unheard of in most like wholesale membership purchase reoccurring type things, right? And what I love about that is then, guess what? I get free doTERRA dollars from that, 30% on every order, that I then use to say like, oh, hey, my daughter needs some diaper cream. Well, doTERRA has diaper cream. Now I'm going to go try that one and see if that works. I'm going to use my free dollars. Or, oh, you know what? I want to get some shampoo and conditioner. I want to switch that out. Does doTERRA have that? Oh, yeah, it does. I'm going to use my free dollars, or purchase it and get free dollars for something else later, right? So it's about me, and I love that it's all in one place, right? And so all that to say is like, I want to help people use their oils daily, but I also want to help them to get the most high quality, low toxin product ever that's effective, that works and supports their health at the same time while saving them money. So I'll talk a little bit about that on the class number 2 on May 10th. I'll talk a little bit about I'll show you, actually, I'm on IG stories. I'm going to just be very intentional throughout the day, showing you different things that I'm using throughout my day, or I typically use throughout my day. And then at the end of the night, I'm going to kind of go through those, a little bit more education on those particular products. Then I'm going to share some tips around how you can use those daily. Then I'm going to talk about the Loyalty Rewards program. Now, you can't sign up with the Loyalty Rewards program unless you have a wholesale account. So first, you need to get started. But I like to give people even an idea of like, this is not just about you getting a set of oils and being done. It's literally you starting on a process to proactive, informed wellness and self-care, where your essential oils and your solutions and your health education that you will get when you're a customer on my team will be the first line of defense. Well, you'll be able to like say, oh man, got a boo-boo. Let me put some oil on that first, right? Now, I'm all about medical professionals. I thank God for them. And I thank God that He's given them their wisdom. But I think sometimes, there are a lot of natural things in the earth that we could use that we're just not aware that we can use first. And I want to teach you how oils can be one of those things for you. Okay. So step 1 is getting started with oils. And we're going to go through that on May 3rd, on the class. Step 2 is using essential oils daily. And again, step 1 is getting started. Wholesale account is best. Step 2 is using oils daily. When you start using them after you have your wholesale account, getting new ones or getting repurchasing Loyalty Rewards program is best. And then the third step is the one I'm so excited about. I love 1 and 2, but I think 3 is like the sweet sauce in a lot of different ways. So a lot of people don't know this. I am a health coach, but I'm also a life and business coach. I love business and I love seeing women thrive. I started Made Well Women to see women be healthy and thrive, not just in their physical health, but in all areas of their life. Because to me, as I started to pay attention to my physical health, it opened up my eye to see other areas. Because you can't just be physically healthy and be happy. Those with like whatever, 0% fat, which isn't good, but like those with like whatever body, like they just love it, whatever, they eat perfect. It's like, no, if they don't have relationships, which we're all meant to have, if they don't feel like they have a meaningful work, if they don't feel like they have a really strong spiritual connection, then like they're not whole, they're not healthy, they're not well. And so I want to see women made well in multiple areas. And I think for some women that is finances, especially now with the inflation and just like things are more expensive. And if you have kids and family and all this sort of stuff, it's just more expensive. But also like purpose, impact. I've just met so many women, even as my health coaching clients, a lot of them have turned into life coaching or business coaching or ministry coaching clients because they're like, okay, I've started to take care of myself, but there's this other area. My goodness, I want to do something and make an impact in the world. I want to help people be well as well in this area or this area or this area. And I love that I can do that through doTERRA and support women who never even thought they could ever make money on their own or do their own business through that. And so the third way is really saying like, if you want to explore, residual income, and residual income is basically setting it up in such a way that it's reoccurring. It just, it happens. And, if you want to explore what it's like to grow in your leadership, in your personal development, in your ability to invite and share the importance of something, that's what sales is, by the way. It's inviting to something you believe in and asking people to say yes to that. If you're also wanting to make an additional $500, $1,000 or more, if you want to pay for your products, supplement your income, or even replace like this, I would love to partner with you in that by building a doTERRA biz. And really each one of these build upon each other, right? When you get started with your wholesale account, you start using them daily, you're going to have stories, you're going to have testimonies, and you're going to have like things that you just want to share with people. And then we need to find a way that you can do it that fits you. You might not want to do it on social. You might not even want to do group classes. You might want to just do one-on-ones. I started with one-on-ones and I loved it, right? So how can I support you in customizing it? So, just like how I would help you customize your essential oils usage journey, customize even the building part. Okay. And I'm not spammy. So I'm not going to say you have to do this, you have to do this. I'm going to invite you to do it. And I want women who are wanting to, really own the fact that they want to make an impact in people's lives. And I think through health and wellness is one of the most powerful ways, but also women who want to grow, who want to develop, who want to lead in their own way, and who want to make money doing so, right? And so on the last part of this series, we're going to talk about that, building a doTERRA business. And actually my mentor who has mentored me in this, she's mentoring me in doTERRA, but mentoring me in so many areas of life, is going to be joining us for that last one. And we're going to do that one a little early at 6 p.m. Eastern instead of 8. And we're going to talk about our experiences, how they're similar, how they're different in building a doTERRA business, why we both decided to start doing that, the impact it's had on our health, on our life, our career, our finances, our family, and an invitation to join us to do that too. All right. So those 3 parts of the journey, getting started, everyone needs to do 1 and 2. Everyone needs to get started and everyone needs to use the oils. That's my belief. But not everyone's going to want to share about them or build a business, and that's okay. But I think there are some people out there who just didn't even know that's an opportunity or even an option, or that they can do it. And I just am here to demystify that. I think women I work with women, obviously more than anything, are way more capable than they give themselves credit for. Okay. So I think those are the 3 paths for your essential oils journey, the main ones. Right now we can get into the nitty gritty, but like getting started, using the oils, and then for some starting to share about that and build income and a business with it. And again, a business, don't feel weird about that. Like, it's a business. Like sometimes I'm like, I feel shy. I'm like, oh yeah, I run my own business. Like, no, I run my own business. And yes, it's simple. It doesn't have to be as complicated as we make it seem. So I would love to invite you to join me in this series. So if you're listening to this in May, join me in live. Join me on Instagram. Sign up so I can send you the replays and reminders and contact you via email. But if you're listening to this at a different point, the series will be evergreen. I will have it made available so that you can still access the replays. You can still have access to me, and you can message me on Instagram or join my Facebook group, the Madewell Women Health Community, and really still go through these 3 steps, learn more. And I will say that you do not want to stay in a place of knowledge without action. You can learn everything you want about oils, and even doTERRA, but if you don't take action and get some, if you don't take action and really start using them, then what? If you say you want to build a business and you're not doing anything, you know what I mean? So, and I want to help you do that as a wholesale customer or wellness advocate on my team. And so I really want to invite you to either, you can check out the link. You can choose a kit and get started if you're like a do-it-yourself person, or I have limited time before I go on maternity leave, or book a call with me. Book a starter consult if you want to get started. If you're a current member on my team and you're like, Bree, you've been talking about the Loyalty Rewards program and I want to do that, reach out, email me, message me. You have access to me, right? Text me if you have my number. And then if you are, maybe you're like, because listen, when I got started, I knew I wanted to use them, but I also knew I wanted to share about them right away. I'm one of those people. And that's okay. And you don't have to know it right away. So I got started as a wellness advocate. So I started using and sharing. So I had a business conversation too with my mentor. And if that's you, if you're like, I want to use them, but I also kind of want to share about them at the same time. Is that okay? I'm like, yeah, it is. Book an oils business consult. And both those consults, the starter and the oil business consult, are for those who do not currently have a wholesale account. I don't mind educating, other people who are already signed up with doTERRA and all that, but I am trying to make sure that my actual one-on-one time and all that goes towards those who are wanting to get started and want to partner with me in sharing them as well. So the links to those will be in there. But when you take part in the series, when you sign up to get the reminders and so forth, you will have access to all that too. So the biggest thing I should say, the two biggest action steps that you need to do right now is, one, follow me on Instagram at Madewell Women. And then also sign up for the series so that, sometimes you forget. So that I can send you an email saying, hey, we're going live. Hey, here's the replay. And that way you can still learn and journey with, even in a busy season. Okay. So I'm excited. I'm so excited. I have so many dreams for so many women and so many homes to see health in every home, to see oils in every home, and women know how to use them. And of course their husbands too and their kids. But I think women, when we're typically the ones that buy the stuff for the health in the home, right? So sign up for the series, follow me on Instagram, and please reach out if you have any questions. And I'm excited. I want to help you kickstart your oils journey. Next week on the podcast, I will be bringing back a guest. Actually, I'm really excited, Samantha, who's going to be talking about goals and values and really creating goals in line with values. And I think that's a perfect conversation for this. Whether you're wanting to use oils, whether you're wanting to change your health, or even just maybe start a business or career. I think making sure that all these goals are in line with our values in life are really important. Because when we make goals and actions in line with our values, we're more likely to move towards them. Okay. And she's the first guest I've had on for a while because I've just been doing solo episodes. So excited about that. So stay tuned for next week. But for now, thanks so much for staying here with me. I really hope to support you in kickstarting your oils journey through the 3 steps and 3 ways. And so definitely follow me on Instagram and sign up for the series. Okay, I'll see you next week. Friend, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope that you're joining me in this Kickstart Your Essential Oils Journey series for all 3 classes, if not watching the replays. And please, again, reach out if you're you even watched 1 class, or even right away, you're like, Brie, I want to watch these, but I actually want to get started now. Or I'm really curious about the business part now. Please go ahead and book that call or reach out to me via email, madewellky@gmail.com, and we can just figure out a time to chat so that I can really help you in getting started with whatever part and phase is best for you. All right. Hopefully to see you in the series and on Instagram, and I'll talk to you soon. That's it. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Made Well Women podcast and enjoyed whether it was me and a solo episode or my guest thoughts on really how to help you live a healthy life and to be made well. But before you go, I want to make sure you know you're not alone. These podcasts are meant to be inspirational. They're meant to support you as you're going about your daily life. But where I have found the most transformation is one-on-one support, but also community. So make sure you join the Made Well Women's Health community, where you can process this podcast and get support in whatever aspect of a Made Well journey you're on. And also make sure you follow me on Instagram, because there you're going to also be able to see behind the scenes and just how I live my own Made Well Woman life. All right. Can't wait to support you. Can't wait to get to know you more. And again, thank you so much for listening to this podcast. Please rate, review it. Let me know how it was for you. And the more people that rate and review the podcast, the more women that could see it. All right. That's it. Bless you. And I'll see you on the next episode.